Hey guys, Cindy Art here with my Artsy Endeavours. How are you doing today? I'm actually doing really well. I alluded in one of my videos that I'm starting a different type of an art journaling, and this isn't something new, but it's something that for some reason has really caught my attention right now, and that is like a trashy / reuse art journal. Okay, I want to show you. I don't have magazines. I think I might have 2, maybe 3, that I pull stuff out of here and there. So I said to my husband the other day, I said, I need to go thrifting for books. So what I want to do is I want to show you what I got and explain why I got the ones that I did and what I plan to do with them. Now there's quite a few books here. I actually went to 2 Goodwills and a Habitat for Humanity in my area, and let me tell you, if you're going to start looking for books, if you have a Habitat for Humanity in your area, go there first, because they were like $5 for $1. In the Goodwills, the soft covers were $1.75, the children's books were $1, and the hard covers were $2. I'm not sure where I got all of these, but I want to show you the books. All right, so I looked for all kinds of books. I have kids books, I have a political book, I have a military book, I have all kinds of books here. So let me show you. I got this houseplant book. The first thing I looked at, I just flipped through them like this. And what I saw was pictures like this. And I thought, you know what? This is a great book. I can use these pictures in my art journal, the new art journal style that I'm going to try. You know, I looked for color pictures, ones that I liked, that I thought maybe I could use. So there's a houseplant style book. Now, the whole idea behind all these is just to tear them apart. So just so you're aware, it's not something I'm going to hang on to. This book, yes, I know it says Taylor Swift. I'm not talking about that. But what I liked was I liked the pictures. And I thought I can very easily cut these people out, and not so much Taylor, but I can cut these people out and I can use them in my art journals. So that's what this book was for. Look at the birds. They would be cool to have cut out and on one of the pages. You know, that you can't tell me one of those is Taylor Swift. It doesn't matter. They're just people. All right, so that's that book. Children's books. Don't pass by children's books because look at the pictures. This is the first picture I saw in this book and I threw it in the cart because I just thought he was so cool looking. And this kitty cat with the hot sauce. You know, this alligator going after the goose. I mean, that goose is just cute. The goose and the mouse. So anyways, a child's book. This is another children's book. Again, the first thing I saw was the pictures. I look for the pictures, and if there's pictures in here that interest me, I mean, that's really cute. That I can definitely cut her out, even with the rug, and put her on a journal page. Same with this. I can cut this child out and put it on the kitty cat. I mean, I fell in love with the pages, so I thought, okay, yeah, I can use those images, right? Here's an Animalia by I don't know who. This book really got me too because, again, let me see if I can do something with my light here so it stops. I guess I can't. All right. Ooh, sorry, I moved the camera. I just saw this and I was like, oh, this is so cool. I love these pictures. I would love to cut out that kitty cat and put her on a page. Look at this one. You know, even the ones that are split in the middle, I can use those. Look at this. So again, it's all about the pictures. I just looked at the pictures. I'm like, is there something I can cut out of there and put in journals? Yep, there's stuff I like. Here's another one. This is a child's book. This is all done in like pen and ink. And it's about a little boy that was looking out at the sea. And I love the pictures in here. Again, the pictures are just really cool to me. I can use these pictures in my art journaling. Okay, here's another one, Mother Goose. All right, look at the pictures in this. The pictures are amazing. I love the pictures. I can use them. Why not? I know I hear people groaning, oh, you're going to cut up the books. Go to your local bookstore. Go to Goodwill. You can find thousands and thousands of books. And yes, I love this. I love this little girl. She's adorable, Little Miss Muffet. But yeah, so here's another one. Okay, this little girl's a ballerina. It's called Bunheads. But I thought, how cute would it be to cut out this little girl and put her on an art journal page? All right, here's two of them, friends. Why not? Why not cut them out and put them on journal pages? Aren't they adorable? So there's another one. This one is cactuses and succulents. I love the black and white pictures, but there's also colored pictures in here of different cacti. So why not? I can cut that out. I can use that. That would be really cool as a hat on someone. See, my imagination. I just think about, I don't look at it as like, oh, that's just a cactus. I look at it like, what can I use this for? So, another one. This one is tie-dye. My husband picked this one up and thought maybe I could use it. There are things in here I can use. I definitely can use that. I can use these backgrounds. I can use that. I can use this. So, again, just another book. I could use her. I definitely could use that as a background on a page. It doesn't matter what the name of the book is. It's about the pictures on the inside. This one, the one that caught me was that. I love that owl. I think he's so pretty. But that's not the only picture. Look at these two walking along in the woods. They're great pictures in here that I can use. So again, that one. Now these, I have several of these, and I'll tell you, I didn't even look on the inside of them. I picked them up for the covers because I fell in love with the cover. And what they are, it's called the Family Creative Workshop. This one is square dancing to sugar shapes, all right? But my intent with these, number one, is to make them into art journals when I'm done cutting out whatever I want from the inside. So I got looking at the inside and I was like, oh, you know what? I can use some of these photos. I can use this just as collage in the background. It'd be a great pattern to use. You know, I can use these for jelly prints. I like that. That's a pretty background. That's really cool. Okay, so anyways, this is, like I said, the Family Creative Workshop. I have probably 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 of these different covers that I fell in love with. This one's Rivers and Lakes. Rivers and Lakes, why not? We have lots of background pictures. Isn't that cool? He's different. But look at this, Rivers and Lakes, and just great, great background pictures or pictures that I can use. Again, if it's something I don't use, I can use it for a jelly plate. Right? All right, this is the tallest book I found. Pardon me. I have asthma and these old books start kicking it off. But anyways, this is called My Valley. Now, first of all, I love the inside cover. I thought this was so cool. And there's the back of it too. So I love this. This is really cool. But what caught me, look at the size of these pictures. Sorry about the glare, guys. I've never figured out how to get rid of glare. But look at this. This is a tree. These pictures are huge. Now, I'm going to show you, I've already used a couple pictures out of this book, and I'm going to show you what I did with them and what I plan to do with the rest of them. Look at these. Aren't they cool? I don't have to use the whole picture. I can cut something out of it, or I'll do, like I said, what I'm going to show you I did. So again, another kid's book, My Valley. I love the size of it. Possibly another art journal. Now, don't forget about these little ones. These are tour books. Well, a couple are these two are tour books. My husband picked these up, and you know, the more I got looking at them, the more I was like, oh yeah, I can use that. Why not? I could actually I want to keep that out. I can use these pages. Again, if I don't use them for collage, if I don't use them for whatever, if there's no pictures on them, great, great, great jelly plate stuffs. And trust me, I have enough books now to last me, I think, the rest of my life. This one's about Oahu. This has got great pictures of beaches, pictures of water, pictures kind of jungle-ish. Look at that. Beautiful pictures. And again, if it's just something like this, I can use that on my jelly plate, right? So there's another one. This book does not have any pictures in it, but I fell in love with the paper. I like the paper. It looks like that old style paper, and it's a some kind of a cookbook, I think. Every woman's diet handbook. Yeah, whatever. And I love the paper. It's that old, heavy, just great type of paper. So I got this one. I hope you guys aren't bored yet, but I'm just giving you ideas. This one is called The White House. When I picked it, I was like, I ain't gonna need anything out of that. But I like some of the pictures in it. I'm not into all the politics, any of that kind of stuff. That's not what this is for. But look at this. Isn't that cool? That's just a neat picture of a bedroom. There's a picture of a pope in here. I like that picture. Look at this. It's like an ink and pen drawn, hand drawn. A lot of black and white photos in here. This would be a great thing to put on an art journal and fill in the middle with whatever you'd like. You know, I like, look at this beautiful candy dish. Okay, this is a gorgeous picture that she would look great on an art journal page. So this is what I look for when I go for the books. Now, I didn't just stick with pictures. I also found 2 music books, just music paper. There's another one in here. This one is a life science library, and it's called The Cell, and it's all about our cells, right? But look at some of these pictures. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Now that right there inspires me to do a doodle like that. That just would be so neat to do a page that, you know, has this style of a doodle on it. I just think that's neat. Pictures. I can use these pictures. Black and white pictures. Again, if I can't use the picture, I can use this stuff for collage. Why not? Okay, so I hope you guys are getting the idea. Look at that. That's kind of neat looking. It also, you know, like I said, it's not only just about the picture, but it's also about the inspiration. The inspiration that comes from looking at some of these pictures. You know, it'd be cool to do a jelly plate that looks like that. A jelly print. Okay, so that's The Cell. These, I'm not going to go through all these books because I bought these again for the cover. These are more of those creative, what are they called? The Family Creative Workshop book. And again, they have all kind of the same stuff in them. Look at that. Just pictures I can take out of here. But anyways, I bought this one for the cover. I love the cover. Another cover. This cover. And I paid these, I actually paid, they were 5 for $1. And this was at the Habitat for Humanity. And this one's falling apart already. So, but yeah, those I bought for the cover. Here's another book that's about the science. Okay, this is another science book. I love this. I love the fact that I can use this as backgrounds. Pictures. More pictures. All right. I just got a few more to go here, but I just want to make sure you guys get the idea of all the stuff that you can look for so that you can get all kinds of things to use in your art journals. Here's another thing. This is a picture puzzle book. You're supposed to tell the difference between the two. I don't really care. I can use the pictures. Okay? So there's that one. This one, The Twilight Saga New Moon, the official illustrated movie companion. I don't care about any of that. I liked the pictures of the people. I just thought they were cool. I like those pictures. So that would be really neat on an art journal page. Okay, so this one. This is the one that drew me to the book. I like that. I like that picture. I like the green background on it. All right. Garden books. Don't ever pass up garden books because they're, number one, they're huge. They're thick. And if you're into any type of flower, vegetable, tree, you name it, there is so much you can cut out of here. So many pretty pictures. And pictures that you can use, you know, just as a background to add your stuff to. Okay, so don't ever pass by the botanical books if you like the flower stuff. Now this one is called The Essential Gardener. I have another one here that's called Botanical, which I'll show you, but that's huge. This I just bought because I wanted to look at it. Scrapbook Workspaces. This is about the Civil War. Now, this one my husband showed to me, and what I liked is the black and white style. I want to do like a black and white grayscale type journal someday, and I really like the pictures in this. I mean, there's some kind of macabre pictures in here, which I won't be using in that type of journal, but I just thought this was neat. Look at that castle. Looks like a castle. Isn't that pretty? It's not a castle, but... So anyways, there's one about the Civil War. Here's another music book, okay? Now, I have two more, and these two I think are going to be my favorite books. Oh, I have three more. Oh, this is just a coloring book that's got patterns in it that I thought I'd use. This one is the Ultimate Decorating Book, and this I really like. First of all, I was actually showing a friend of mine these the other day, and she's like, when I started flipping through the pages, she's like, oh my God, look at the 70s. This wasn't done until 1998, but how 70s does that look? This looks so 70s and 80s. Look at. But again, the pictures in this, I absolutely love the pictures. So, I mean, they're just, you can't pass this stuff up. It's so easy to do. And this book, I think I paid $2 for. And why not? Look at the, I mean, the pictures. It's just, there's so much in here you can use. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So anyways, something like this. I was looking at these. I can cut these out, and that'd be really cute on the top of a page. Or this, you know, a border on a page. Why not? There's a bunch of them in here. There's yellows, there's blues, there's this one here. So, anyways, that's my idea on this book. And my last one, this is the one that's so huge and so heavy. This thing must weigh 30 pounds, I swear. It's called Botanica. And it's anything and everything you can think about in a garden. Okay? Look at the beautiful pictures of flowers. I mean, you know, I could sit and fussy cut for the rest of my life out of this book, I think. But just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous pictures, gorgeous flowers. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. All right. So now, let me show you. That's the end of my book haul. All in all, I spent about $60. All right. But again, that'll last me for a lifetime. So what I wanted to show you is what I'm doing with all that stuff. Now, as you guys know, in the past, I have made trash journals, right? Like this one. This is all just junk mail, okay? Stuff like that. This is all junk mail. I threw in a couple envelopes here and there. There's a Rite Aid bag. Boy, that's old. Just junk. I've used junk to make junk journals, okay? There's a sweet potato. So you know I've made these in the past. Well, I also have more. This is another one that I've been working in. This is more, not so much junk, but like jelly prints. I got some fabric in here. I've got some newspaper print. I've got some different types of paper that I bought throughout, you know, my time. And so I've been working in these. This one only has 2 signatures in it. I just play around with it every so often. So there's another one. That's made out of an old book cover. Well, what I intend to do with my magazines, I actually just made this yesterday. And no, I do not have a video on it. I had a great time playing. I actually had this old piece of canvas. It's a pocket. I used to be a design team member for Canvas Corp. And we had these books that had pockets in them. They were like just covers with pockets. And I had this piece left. Apparently I cut it off and used part of it for something else. But this was old. You know what? I turned this the wrong way. Oh well, I don't care at this point. It's made. I wanted to have it like this. Oh well, doesn't matter. Anyways, this is the front. So what I did yesterday is I decided to take some scrapbook paper, some envelopes, and some pictures from magazines. Some of the music paper. This one's not from there, but this one is. This is a piece of junk mail. A jelly print. This is from the diet book. This is from the botanical book. Another jelly print, because I wanted to get some heavier stuff in here. That's one signature. Another one, this is cardstock. A jelly print. This is the diet book, the music paper, watercolor page. This is from one of the journals, or one of the books. Okay, this is a piece of junk mail. Another one from one of the books. And I decided that I was going to make a journal just out of the magazines and scrapbook page and, you know, heavier cardstock, right? So here this is. Now what I plan to do with these pages is I plan to use these books to create art journal pages in this journal. And I think that's going to come out really well. I think it's going to be interesting. Look at that. That's really cool. I could actually build around that, you know. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing with these. Now, where is the... I thought I had a page in here. I know I did, of the big journal. The big journal. I had a page in here and it flips out. Oh, here's one up. Nope, that's not it. Huh. I know I had a page in here, but anyways, I thought I did. It's got to be the other half of that, right here. Remember that big tall journal? This is a page that I used out of it. I'm sorry, the kids book, the big tall kids book. This is one of the pages that I used out of it that I thought would be kind of cool to put in the journal. So that's what I plan on doing with those. Or I don't know if I'll ever make a journal that big. That's just too big to work on. But yeah, so I wanted to give you guys an idea of what I've been up to. Like I said, I went thrifting. I went to 3 different spots. I found all these books. Total was about $60, which if I had went to Habitat for Humanity first, it would have been a lot less. But unfortunately, I went to the 2, what do you call them? The 2 Goodwills first. So it cost me a little bit more. Sorry, I didn't realize my meds were sitting there. But I am set for quite a while with all the books that I got. I hope this video inspires you. I hope it gives you an idea or another way to do an art journal. This journal, when I made it, again, this is just an old piece of fabric or canvas. Here's the pocket. I've put 2 pieces of cereal box together. I glued it together, and then I did the 3-hole pamphlet stitch and just stitched it in. So nothing special, nothing crazy, but I think this is going to be a really fun journal to work in. And I hope you guys enjoy watching me as I play along in this journal. So if you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys all soon. Take care. Bye.